Hi, Pisces. Welcome to November 2021 Astrological Forecast. Planets are in Scorpio, a fellow water sign, which means that they create a trine to whatever planets you have in Pisces or your rising sign, a 120-degree angle. It's one of the nicest aspects you could have. So where you have Scorpio in your chart is your ninth house, and the sun is here up until like the 20th. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, up until the 20th. Mercury moves into Scorpio on the 5th. There's a new moon in Scorpio on the 4th, and Mars is in Scorpio all month. So, your ninth house is the house of, like long distance anything, travel, communication. It's the house of adventure, more or less, okay? So, I mean, this is a big communication house, okay? But at the same time, you know, there is a full moon partial eclipse on the 19th in the sign of Taurus. It's in your third house. That's where you have the sign of Taurus. It's directly across from this ninth house. So I'd have to say, you know, both of these are communication and travel houses. Third house is local travel and everyday kind of communication. It's just an increase, but it's like regular postal mail and email, text message, voicemail, something like that. So I would have to say that something that begins around the new moon of the 4th, okay, that possibly may be regarding a trip maybe you're going to take or someone coming to visit you. Like the ninth house does rule anything foreign countries, foreign people, foreign travel, you know. So you know, not everyone's able to get up and travel right now. Maybe you are, though. Here in America, we have one of our biggest holidays, Thanksgiving, and it is a huge travel time for everyone, mainly because a lot of people, that's the only holiday that they do get together for. Not everyone gets together in December for the holidays in December, so Thanksgiving is a pretty big deal here in the U.S. So it could be something like that, or someone's coming to visit you. This is also the house of like your personal and religious beliefs, your philosophy on life, your cultural background, how you were raised, kind of, in a way, along with like your fourth house. But these are your beliefs, okay? Having Mars here right now, you know, means that you could actually be in contact with someone who either shares the same opinions and beliefs that you do, or they're the exact opposite than you, and you're inquiring, more or less. You're curious. You may even be like checking out someone else's like religious beliefs, or some kind of different culture. You're possibly even adopting something from another culture that helps you in some way or other. This is also the house of media and publishing, you know, so you could be writing something, it could, even if it's just a letter, or signing some kind of legal documents even, or you could be presenting something for, let's say, like copyright or patent, or you know, something that's made legit. Okay, let's put it that way. You know, it is, like I said, the house of legal matters, though, you know, so it doesn't necessarily mean that there's a legal matter going on. It could be that you are checking something out, though. You know, it doesn't hurt to inquire, right? You could be trying to find out something or other, okay? As long as Mars is here, you're going to be kind of focused a little bit in this area. The sun does bring your focal point to wherever it is transiting, but having Mars here makes you take physical action in some way or other. So there could be something, you know, brewing or whatever that needs to be done. You know, and that's, you're going to do it, you know. So again, around this full moon, though, of the 19th, you may have a conversation or receive something or other in the mail, and it could be a legal document of some kind, or in regards to something legal, or it could even be information that you requested, Okay, but it could possibly, again, have something to do with a legal matter. So that full moon, though, you could find out something at that time. It comes to the surface. That's what full moons do. Okay, third house is also your siblings and cousins, your neighbors. It's your everyday life, more or less, and the people you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day. And like I said, it is a big travel house and whatever, but you have the planet Uranus is transiting here in Taurus, so this brings sometimes surprises, sudden events happening in your everyday life. You know, you'll just be strolling along and something really off the wall will like happen to you, or you witness something or other, you know, so it's never a dull moment sometimes, so which starts out as a normal day for you. Doesn't always end up that way. Okay, so you just might want to keep that in mind. It's not bad, it's just a lot of times unwanted. Okay, so anyways, the sun moves into Sagittarius on the 21st, where you have Sagittarius in your chart as your 10th house of your career and how you're known by the public, professionally and personally. This is your most public house in your chart. Okay, so you're like in the spotlight when the sun is here. Mercury's here on the 24th. Okay, Venus is actually here just for the first 4 days of November. Okay, so and I've mentioned before that when you have Venus in your 10th house, it's almost like having it in your first house or in your own zodiac sign, because when Venus is in your 10th house, people view you as somebody really appealing. They notice things about you, usually your physical appearance. So they're very complimentary at this time, or people are talking about how good looking you are, or this or that, okay? So the first 4 days of November, you still have that going for you. Okay, not that it's going to go away, but it's just that I always tell people to milk it if they can. So your 10th house, though, too, is having a little bit more contact with the higher-ups that you work with within whatever company you work for. Even if you are self-employed, you'll possibly have more contact with your clients, and they find you far more appealing now than at any other time. So this is like the best time to get on someone's good side, okay? That means something to your career, the person that could help you, like in your career, or your personal status. Okay, so if you're retired or you don't work at all, there's still something about you that is like news of some kind. You know, people are curious about you, they're discussing you or something or other, and your reputation, like I said, precedes you in a way. So you're like in the public eye for some reason or other. But if you were, you know, trying to get somewhere, even in like your personal life, do a little bit of social climbing, okay? This really helps right now, having this Venus move into your 11th house of Capricorn. Okay, now Venus is going to be here until March 22nd. Yeah. I believe it's, yeah, March 22nd. That's how long Venus is going to be in Capricorn. So hallelujah for Capricorns. Good for them, right? But I'm sorry, March 6th. March 6th. Okay. Still the same thing, okay, of 2022. So it's going to be here a really long time. So having Venus in your 11th house of sociability, okay, it's social media. It's where you would normally go to hang out. Okay, so you may find even some new place to hang out, or there are people being added to your group of friends. There's some new people coming along that are like a blessing in disguise. They're a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? They bring out kind of like the best in you, or they're pleasant, they're fun, they're not like pessimistic or like dreary. You know how some people can get, okay, especially if you're around them too often. So they're like a breath of fresh air. So that's kind of starting like this month, and that actually could happen while you are out. You know, when planets are in Sagittarius, they're in your 10th house, so you are actually being noticed for some reason or other. You know, getting a lot of I don't know, people even just wondering about you, how you are, where you've been, you know. So this is like one of those times. Let's see here. So actually, like all of the outer planets are pretty much still where they were, okay? We still have Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius in your 12th house. Jupiter moves in December into your first house, into Pisces, okay? Neptune is still in your first house, okay? It's retrograde. Uranus is still in Taurus in your third house, and it's retrograde. Pluto is still in Capricorn in your 11th house. And that's pretty much it, right? So anyway, the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Pisces on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Virgo, and those dates are the 27th and 28th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of speculation or gambling, and anything to do with children is the 8th, 9th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time for money is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 14th, 15th, 16th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for your career is the 6th and 7th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 4th, 5th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. So I'd like to thank all of my subscribers for coming back, okay, and supporting me. So if this is your first time to visit my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel and like and share this video. Also check out Ask Me a Question in the description box below. It's mainly for people who are only curious about one or two things in their life and they don't necessarily want their whole chart done. Okay, but if you do want your whole chart done, there's also a link there to my website, okay, where you can get more information on that. And check out my weekly forecast. I will see you then. Goodbye.